Welcome back, Album Book Club viewers, to another blind EP review. This week I brought an EP for Connor. I think we should hop right in.
Let's do it.
So this week I brought Connor a They Might Be Giants EP entitled Indestructible Object. It came out in April of 2004. They're an alt-rock band that started as a duo of guitar and accordion. They're most notably known for their song Istanbul, was featured in the Umbrella Academy TV show on Netflix. They did add a backing band later and after they started to fill in some more sound. That was track one, titled Am I Awake?
Was that an intro?
It doesn't explicitly say it. It's a very short EP.
It's a really cool song. I like the robot beat they got going on. Did you say earlier that I probably know who this is?
Everyone, I would say, knows of this band.
Because it sounds familiar, but not like enough yet for me to figure it out.
It's a hard deep dive to even, like, if you've heard all of it, I'd be impressed.
Yeah, no, I thought that song was pretty cool. It's got like the spatial audio going on, and that part was sick. Got some breakbeat drums in there. Still have no idea who this is though.
Right, what do you give it out of 10?
I'd probably give that a 7. It does sound kind of like an intro. I feel like I'm not hearing the full sound yet.
Yeah, so I gave this one like a 6.5. This is a little more strange and out there from their typical sound. This is not normal, but it's got a lot of spunk to it. It's just got a fun groove to it, and the spatial audio is immaculate. I listened to this
going crazy
with my Beats, so it was just hopping through the earphones.
We've established these are pretty bass heavy, but this is a pretty bass heavy song, so it was just kind of adding to it.
All right, you ready for track 2?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, that was our second track, Memo to Human Resources.
Pretty big 180 from the first track. Was not expecting that. It kind of also sounds like this song starts in the middle of this song, and the whole time I've just been trying to place the vocals, and I got nothing right now.
The song, so I'm assuming you probably haven't listened to this band outside, or if you have, it's very limited. This song does not sound like the song that everyone knows them for. But this is a very just fun song. It's just very goofy, and it's very musically well done. But notably, this album is mixed, or this EP, I'm sorry, is mixed really well. The production and mastering on this is perfect.
I'd have to give that like a 7.5 out of 10.
I've got that at a 7.5 out of 10.
I mean, it probably would help rate it if I knew what the hell I was getting into, but as of right now, I got nothing, so.
All right, you ready for this track?
Maybe.
That was track number 3, Au Contraire.
Flute solo goes hard.
Flute
solo is crazy. The bass in the song is sick, and the spatial audio towards the end is also really good. However, they 1000% used Logic Pro for this because all of the instruments at the beginning are either a MIDI from Logic or a plugin from Logic. I know because I've used all of them.
Yes, this is a very small band, kind of. So they had to cut corners. This is a duo with a backing band. So, but I do love that this EP is a bunch of wacky fucking sounds that go together, like a French style song in the middle of this EP. Is
the style is cool, but the chords are weird. I like the flute and bass part, but the main part is kind of okay. And the vocals are pretty good on this too. I won't say anything bad about that.
They did also mention David Bowie.
They did. Like the first word, wasn't it?
Yeah. I gave this a 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna go back down to a 7 out of 10 for that one. It does.
Good.
What?
That song is pretty good.
Is he listening to it with us?
Okay. He told me to listen to it. That solo does go insanely hard.
All right, well, now we're going to move on to track 4 if you'd like to join.
Lock in. You gonna play anything?
Oh, is it not playing?
No.
Oh, wait, there you go.
What the hell?
All right, that was track 4 entitled Ant.
That song was a ton of fun. The horns went insane the entire time. Not really a clue what this song is supposed to be about, but I don't think you need to know.
Yeah, I've got no idea, but all I know is that ant is going to be president. And
I believe it.
There is also a tuba solo.
Yeah, there is.
It's just straight up bop. The drums were nuts.
Mm-hmm. And then they had the trumpet fighting the alien noise.
I gave this song a 10.
I'll give it like a 9. I will listen to that again.
This made an instant add to the playlist.
As it should.
All right, you ready for the last one?
Sure. I hope.
All right, that was our last track, Caroline No.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't love that song, but it was fine.
I think it's a very empty song.
I agree.
But I feel it's on purpose. I kind of like it. I think it's just a little bit supposed to be a sad song.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of just like, it feels like a jumbled together EP.
That is correct.
When you're like a duo releasing music in like a bunch of different styles like they do, they just kind of record shit and throw it together. But this is an ending to something. I bet if this was in an album context, it'd work a whole lot better.
True.
But I gave it an 8 out of 10.
I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. I don't really have beef with it except for some of the... I think the vocals were off a little bit, especially towards the beginning. It fixed itself later, but yeah, it was just that a little bit off, and then being so empty, especially in the beginning of that. It's not a bad song, but... And the trumpets came back, and that was cool.
It's not an Ant certified banger.
That is true. It's not a banger. I almost want to go back and give the robot song a better score.
That's exactly how I felt by the end of this. Was I too harsh on that?
I was. I think I was. Well, I expected it to be something cohesive towards the end, and I was very wrong. So I think retroactively, robot song is getting a better score, but I don't remember what I gave it. So.
Alrighty, you ready to find out who this is?
I gave up on trying to place it a while ago. But...
this is the band They Might Be Giants.
Okay.
And you know that is they did Istanbul.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how deep or if any you'd listen to them.
Not much deeper than that.
Well, as you can see, they certifiably fuck. But let's talk about the album art. This is what you're working with. I believe that to be a telescope.
It is a telescope.
Well, he's looking at it. I give it like a 6 out of 10. I don't really get why it goes for this as an I don't understand it being called unbroken objects and then there being a telescope. I'm sure there is a meaning.
It's indestructible object.
Or indestructible object. Oh yeah, my bad. Indestructible object. Sorry. And a telescope is very destructible. So
I would definitely give it a much higher score if the words in the middle were gone. I'm going to give it a 5 because of that. I think if it was just a telescope and the words up here, it'd be fine. But I feel like you don't need part of the name of the EP and the band name on there twice.
I do think that this is a part of a larger foldout that has more to it. I was seeing pictures of that online.
But then you would, if that foldout doesn't have the words on the top, then I'm here. Then that's fine.
I think that to be
if that's the case, then I'll give it a 6. But right now it's a 5.
Thank you for watching another Album Book Club EP review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.